All right. Thank you everyone for joining us for the D10 D7X AI Board live demo. My name is Heather Leakins. I'm the Global Marketing Lead here at D10, and this demo will be hosted by Scott Kruckerberg. He is our Global Head of Solutions and Alliances, and Situ Liu, who is our Global Head of Product at D10. I will hand it off to you, Scott.
All right, thank you very much, Heather, and everyone for joining us this morning. We are super excited for this live demo. We have my good friend Situ, who is in San Jose, California. He will be on site at our HQ with our brand new device, the D7X AI board. I will be your host, and we will walk through some of the exciting features that we're bringing to your spaces with our new D7X AI board. So this thing is designed, you guys, from the ground up as a fourth generation D7 device that's going to bring AI to the edge. We have the compute power to really future proof your spaces for the incoming AI features and roadmap that our platform partners have set up. And those features will continue to populate on the device. But what you'll walk away with is that this is ready for AI now. It's deployable now. You can future proof your spaces now, and you can really take advantage of some of those new opportunities here around AI in your meeting spaces. So if you are attending for the first time, welcome. If you don't know a lot about D10, quickly, we were founded in 2015. We are the market leading all-in-one collaboration device. We have been Zoom partners and team partners for several years, optimizing our hardware for those platform experiences, best in class with high quality. These things are super easy to deploy, maintain, and update. So keeping it simple is part of our special sauce, as well as being elegant, being reliable, and that's why our customer base continues to grow, and we continue to innovate and set new benchmarks for technology in the space. So we know some of the problems we're facing today, right? AI in the cloud, everyone's kind of experimenting with it, they're using it, but we know right now it's still in the cloud and it's only going as far as the room lets it. So D10 has done a couple things over the last year to change that paradigm. We're bringing AI to the edge. We're blending the cloud and the room together to bring a brand new experience that's automated, super easy to use, that AI is doing the work for you, right? Because we know that you've made investments in AI. We know you're running Teams, you're running Zoom rooms, you've invested in Copilot, AI companions, all these things, and you're expecting smarter meetings and smarter meeting summaries out of that. Also in the room, a lot of appliances, generic camera feeds, right? Single frames, not very good lighting adjustment, and generic audio pickups. So things are muddled, and we've done a lot to train our AI to be much smarter in those situations. So it's not only just someone in the room anymore. We're working together to identify those people, make sure they're real, they're relevant, and those meeting summaries and the transcriptions and everything are as flawless as we can possibly get them. So about the board, we're all here to see the D7X AI board. We launched our first generation D7, you guys, 11 years ago. This is Gen 4. It's packed with a lot of great compute and hardware upgrades to kind of bring the future of meeting quality into your space. So it is a Windows board. It's running on Windows 11. Which we know, regardless of platform, a lot of those features are released on Windows first. So it's fully packed with the features that are available in market today and ready for the roadmap. This thing has an upgraded 48 megapixel camera. So in addition to those 15 microarrays, they're working together to bring the best meeting experience as far as AV. It hears everyone, it sees everyone individually. We'll get a little taste from Situ soon on what that looks like. Facilitator, AI, and companion, those investments that you've made, we're powering those. We're feeding those AI brains with super intelligent audio and video to help you get the full stack of pre-meeting to post-meeting, getting really your value out of the hardware and the cloud investments that you've made. The compute in here is super beefy, Intel Ultra 7. So this is the compute that's in the market that is Copilot ready. It is AI ready. It has the TOPS, it has the GPU, the NPU, everything in here so we can process all these amazing video streams. We can calculate things in real time in the room to help present, that best meeting equity and situation possible. And then those features start coming into play. So if you're a Teams user, your onboard Edge browser is ready to go. It has BYOD and sharing. So now a single cable USB-C, and you can bring your own presentation, bring your own meeting. It's fully capable of using the onboard camera and microphones and speakers to really elevate the AV if you bring your own device. And then we're running that touchback, charging. Everything is capable with this device. The whiteboard is super fast, you guys. 20-point capacitive touch still on the screen, but this is a 4K Ultra HD OLED display. So it's the thinnest board on the market. This technology disappears in the room, continuing that elegance that we like to bring to our solutions. All the native whiteboard integration, it's all packed in there. And then, as always, super easy deployment. And not just technology and features are the requests that we're seeing from more of our enterprise customers today. It's really about deployment and management. And how much does that cost? And how much time and resources does it use? And D10 customers find that our deployments are the quickest, they're the less expensive, and they're the easiest to maintain, fix, everything packed in there. And we're helping you do that through our D10 Orbit service. So we have Pro Warranty, Pro platform available for device management. We can remote fix. We have a great product called Mission Control that can help repair your device remotely. So just a really nice platform, you guys, really built out from the management all the way to the features that are in the room. So we're super excited about all of this, everything we can do with the new board. What is even more exciting is to see it in action. So, we eat our own dog food here, right? And that's one thing that we are excited to show you today. Is Situ is on site. Like I said, he's at our HQ in San Jose. And we're going to kick off with some of the features that you can find. It looks like this D7X AI, this is our 55-inch board. It's fired up with Zoom rooms. So he's going to help go through some of those exciting features and what you can expect running our device on Zoom. Take it away, Situ. Thank you, sir.
Sounds good, Scott. Can you enable the video for this device? Thank you. There we go. All right, everyone. So there's two camera view right now. One is pointing directly at the device. One is coming out from the D7X 55, and I'm now using the microphone from the 55 AI board to capture myself. So I'll start with the audio demo to show the capability of our microphone pickup and how it sounds for the remote participants. So to do that, let me first stop the video on my camera and just using the microphone and camera from the AI board. So to start with this demo, I'll kind of talk about how far away I am from the display. Right now I'm about 2 meters. Sorry, I'm still a beater, guys. But still, right now is a relatively close distance. However, as I'm slowly walking backwards, right now I'm about 5 meters away from the display, and keep going back. As you're able to see, this is a open space in our office area, and it's relatively large. I'll say to here where I'm standing right now is beyond what the typical extra large room size is. And I don't just stop here. I can keep going backward. Even right here, I believe you can still hear me. and I'm going to push it to the extreme. It's not like we're going to deploy the device in a space like this, just to demonstrate how big the microphone pickup is. Right now, I'm like at the very end of the office, more than 20 meters. I believe you can still hear me okay. Even the auto framing stopped capturing me as I'm too far away from the display. And no matter which direction I'm facing, I can talk to the back side, to the side, and talking to you guys. This is just fine. All right, then, Scott, do you want me to start with smart name tag or other things that
Yeah, I think that's the great thing about having the Windows device is some of these features right on Zoom are ready to go right out of the box. So things like the record right for AI companion. There's things in there like smart floating name tags. So I think those are definitely important to our Zoom customers here to see those new features lay out on the AI board.
Awesome, awesome. So let me turn on my camera. All right. So let's start with the smart name tag. So they come with two parts actually, the video part and the voice part. As you can see, there's my name floating, following myself as I'm walking around. And there's a green circle light up to demonstrate that I am the speaker. So when there's more people in the room, we're able to easily assign the name tag to the participant. And whoever is speaking, his name will light up to demonstrate, okay, this is the speaker. Second part we want to show is Zoom AI Companion right now is pretty powerful. I just turn on the full transcript as I'm speaking right now with the name tag light up, with my name attached to me, and also on the side, you're able to see that it has the full transcript of whatever I'm saying, and as well as for other participants. All right, hand over to you, Scott.
Yeah, Situ, one thing I want to make sure everyone really saw the magic of that audio demo. So you mind doing it one more time? I want them to clearly see how far back you were on that microphone pickup range. We've got you spotlighted now, so I really want them to see you moving around the room and these features come into play.
Sure. So right now, with the auto framing turned on, it feels like I'm relatively close to the display. Even right now, I'm about 2 to 3 meters away. And as I'm slowly walking backwards, there will be at the point that the auto framing will start zooming in and it will just zoom out to see the whole room. It will give you an idea how large the space is while I'm in. Here we go. It has zoomed out to the whole space. And I can keep walking backwards. I'm not sure if you're able to see me anymore in the room, but I'm still here. Still walking backwards to the very end of our room where we have 175 duo at the very end of the hallway. But I am kind of walking backward into the room. You're able to tell how the voice changed, even though the space has changed a lot. But I think what you hear is still here. It sounds relatively the same, no matter where I am in the room. So that's kind of demonstrate how powerful our audio system is with the AI board.
If it's that powerful in an open space situ, right? It's amazing inside, these medium to little size conference rooms. We can cover right any microphone pickup range right there from front of room. So great demo. I know our customers are always super impressed by the microphone pickup in the D7X, and we elevate it again. So you've got some more goodies there in store, right?
So I believe one more things we want to show on the Zoom site. is currently we're in Zoom meeting. Everything is within the meeting, the AI companion, the transcript. Zoom also offered that outside of meeting. Let me exit from here and turn on my microphone on my iPhone. So right here, there's a new button called record. You can use this to record the meeting outside of an actual online meeting. So when you're having a one-on-one or team meeting locally, you can still use this to utilize the AI companion and AI power that offer by Zoom.
Excellent. Yeah. So fully featured here.
All right, back
If
to you, Scott.
Yeah, no, just telling everyone, right? All the AI features are available here in the D7X AI, just because of that Windows nature, right? Windows first, and we'll dig in a little bit more on that, but that's great. So now that you're still in that open space situ, right? Let's talk about some of the things you can do if you are on Microsoft Teams rooms, because we have an equal amount of customers there. So now you guys will see we're in MTRW. We've got that fired up. You'll see a lot of those familiar one tap to join buttons, but even more unlocks when you are using the D7X AI board. So take it away, Situ. Let's go through some of these highlighted features that we're deploying already today.
Sure. So first I'll start with the Edge browser. This is something that on par with what Surface Hub offer, and this is only available on D7 on MTRW all-in-one device. So this allows you to utilize the browser in and out, like in the meeting or before meeting. So you're able to have internet access. For example, you want to access some Google Drive or browsing the website, or we're setting up to the DTEN website right now, and definitely adding much more extensibility within the meeting.
Yep. Absolutely. And like you mentioned, those Surface Hub customers that are looking to hardware refresh, they're looking for alternatives to their tech stack. Those are some of the features that they're used to in that Surface Hub or Edge browser. What's new, though, I see up there in the top left is Miracast. So finally, we have some wireless sharing built into the MTR ecosystem. So that's really exciting. If you guys aren't familiar with Miracast, it's basically HDMI over Wi-Fi. So you're able to pair that back to your device that you bring into the room, and you're able to share content and present wirelessly now in Microsoft Teams rooms. So being a Windows device, that is a feature first that we're bringing to the market.
All right, next, D10 is famous for all-in-one device, and as well as our touch collaboration natures, and this holds true for the D7X AI. The Microsoft Teams Advanced Whiteboard is available right out of the box, and I want to just want to show how quickly the response time is and how well the Microsoft Whiteboard can work on the device. I really like the Microsoft Whiteboard. It's has many advanced features. For example, the infinite canvas. I really like this pointer that I can highlight things while not kind of mess up with what's already on there.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's super fast response. That's one of the, some of our early early adopters to AI board, that's at the top of their list is how fast that board response is, the whole pen to paper feel, the response, the quality of the device. So like we said, this is a 4K OLED screen, capacitive touch, 20 points of touch, you guys. So ultra responsive, ultra quick. So we've done a lot to definitely elevate the whiteboard and collaboration experience on the D7X AI.
All right, now why don't we jump up to how we can utilize the AI in open space.
So two parts to the demo here, everyone. First off, we have the features that come from the platforms. So Zoom is going to deliver features, Teams is going to deliver features, but the great thing about AI, we're doing it at the edge. So that Ultra 7, we have an ARM processor in here. We're offloading all of these features. So if it's video technology, if it's the audio technology, you'll see now that we've offloaded to a complete D10 tech stack that's going to bring AI at the edge into your room. So first, we wanted to open this demo in an open space because one of our major use cases for D10 is just like you're seeing, it's on a cart, it's in a flexible space, and those don't always look the same. Desks aren't in the same place, bean bags, people have moved around, and you can't always rely on drawn in boundaries and things that, are kind of stock from the portal side of things. So, developing technology here that's going to allow you to do that in real time, define boundaries, or even automatically set boundaries. That's offloaded to AI, and Situ will walk you through that now. This is what D10 is doing to bring that AI to the edge and into your space.
So typically, when we're talking about boundary, it's always a rectangular shape because the nature of the technology is basically calculate the relative distance within the room, so we can predict the size of the boundary and filter out things out there. And starting from this generation, because of the computing power we're able to utilize, we are introducing a more advanced technology that are able to predict the depth information using the typical camera. So I already draw the boundary here, as you're able to see. Right now on the screen, there's a visible red line to kind of demonstrate where the boundary is. I purposely draw the boundary to a very customized shape. We're having this chair inside the boundary, and this one right out there. So something more we kind of do to demonstrate how this works is when I'm outside the red line, basically just like in a physical world, the red line is in front of me. And when I step into the red line, the boundary, give me a little bit of time, I'm blocking the boundary. So this is a good demonstration of how in open space we can utilize this. And oh, sorry, I forgot to mention how we set the boundary. It's very, very simple. Actually, I'm going to demoing that right now. So reset the boundary. So what you need to do is extremely easy. You just raise your hand. Actually, and to start, you just raise your hand and you just walk. Whatever boundary or area that you want to set inside it, you just walk around it. And after you finish, you just hit finish. And it will take a few minutes to process the boundary and set it up.
Yeah. I think that's one of the powerful things about this demo, Situ, is you can see the AI calculating what's in the room, right? These aren't presets. They're not anything that's pre-configured. This is our AI learning people. It's learning the space. It's adapting and it's reacting. So, the red square, green square thing we'll get even more into when we talk about real person identification soon. But very powerful stuff built in here, you guys, on open spaces and how to help manage those and control them really in the space, right? We know they change. They're called flex spaces for a reason, and they don't always look the same when you get in the room. So this allows you to set those boundaries and adapt to the space that you're in, which is a really powerful feature, for our customers. So appreciate that demo, Situ. Thank you, sir.
All right, I move to the other.
All right, we're just getting warmed up, you guys. We have, more in store. We've got a room demo. We know that flex spaces are a hot use case right now. We see a lot of our customers migrating into those type of spaces, but we're going to move into a medium-sized room here and give you a little bit more about what to expect. So With AI on the edge, right? We're going to show you more about what that means. So some things we're doing, right? In this upgraded hardware, not only do we have the 48 megapixel camera, but we have two 3D AI depth sensing cameras. So that's where you're going to get a lot of the room treatment, how we can tell if there's glass, if we can tell if it's a solid wall, where people are, those reflections, that's going to help us adapt to the lighting in the room. The other thing is real people identification. So if you remember some of the original demos for Smart Gallery and Composite, these were done with cardboard cutouts in a room, and cameras started reacting to that. They would pick up these people, they would bring posters, they would bring, stuff into a meeting that just was distracting. So our AI has learned the difference between that and a 3D person. Do they have a profile? Is their mouth moving? There's things that we're determining that will help us eliminate things like posters on the wall or past founders, paintings, right? All those things get removed. Our AI is filtering them out. So you have the cleanest, less distracting smart gallery and composite view framing on the market. And then the acoustic intelligence, as you heard, the microphone pickup is fantastic. The device has downward dropping forward facing speakers. So you'll see in the live demo that the speakers are forward facing. It fills the room, the space with sound. So all of that is help being done with the AI on board to help the voice balancing, the noise suppression. So all of that stuff definitely is how we're bringing AI there to the edge. And then we'll start here in a minute here to bring it all together. So, real quick to recap here, that 3D depth sensing, right? It mapped the room, 160-degree combined view, right? And then our inclusive zone is what is that powerful layer that's built into the software that'll help you set up those boundaries and, will help detect those real 3D people. So that's what's exciting about this. We're going to take it a step further. We're going to punch it back in. We are in, you guys, a classic medium size conference room, something we've all been in, we all have many of, and we're going to show how some of this AI technology will benefit you in that space as well. So Stitchy, back to you, sir. Looking like the heat map is set up. So we're obviously looking at the view of our 3D depth sensing cameras, which is, super cool if you ask me. So if you can tell there, we've got different colors that will show reflections versus back walls. And that's how we're doing some of the 3D technology. So Stitchy, take it away again. I know everyone's excited for this one.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott. So this is what the computer how the computer see the meeting room. Just so you know, you will not see this in your actual meeting. This is just demonstrating the technology to show how we are kind of utilize AI to achieve those things. So two things I do want to kind of do the live demo with. First is for a room like this, that typically you have a glass, basically glass on two sides, and there's a hallway right there. Like I said, in typical meeting space, we rely on the feature of human face to train the AI model for it to recognize is it people or if it's not. It comes with basically a drawback. I mean, it works relatively fine. And in the past 10, 20 years, that's the mainstream technology that how we do facial recognition. But because it's rely on feature, this is also a human face. It has all the feature a human face has, but we all know this is not the real person in the room. For example, if we have a picture of the founder on the wall and having the camera pick up that picture every meeting, it could be very annoying. So this technology is to eliminate those issues. So as you can see, we purposely placed several cardboard people in the room, and our device are successfully recognize those as the fake people. And I'm joining with Sasan, our head of marketing, in this room to demonstrate, hey, we are real, and our camera, our system are able to capture us just right. Second thing is about this glass wall over there. This is very typical. And do we have a solution in the industry to solve this? Yes, you can draw the boundary for each room, spend, couple minutes, 10 minutes to adjust it for each and every room. It works, but still that take efforts. So in our kind of philosophy moving forward, we think the best technology should be the one that you do not notice. For example, for a scenario like this, where you don't have to do any setup. As I'm walking out of the room, you should be able to see that. Okay. And it's turning red. That means our system recognize that I am outside the room, so it should not pick me up because I'm outside the room. This is only possible because we have the AI that predict the depth information of the room, and we're able to recognize the boundary of the actual room, not relying on menu setup every time to achieve this. Yeah, that's a quick demo of how this technology works and how it could solve multiple issues at once. When we have the room awareness, we have the depth information of the space.
Yeah. And I think that identification is a big theme in a lot of roadmaps. We see it, with our platform partners. We see a lot of people developing situ, right? Being able to identify objects. People are technically objects at this point, but this is the first kind of iteration of identifying, right, things in the room and how we can play into predictability of what gear is in that room, what people are in that room. So a lot is going to be developed here on that track. But I think the other important thing is, you can see the calculations happening, right? It's looking at you, it's determining if you are real or not, if you're behind the glass or not. And you can see those squares, right, change from red to green because it is thinking, it is determining things. And that is, what the AI at the edge is going to bring to that final polished meeting experience, right? When you're in a smart gallery, when you're in composite, and you have all these frames of all these people, they're going to be real people. They're going to be relevant. And your cameras are not going to jump around and be distracted, right, by objects that are irrelevant. So I think this is a really timely feature that can be, applied, right away for most of our customers.
Definitely. And I know, Scott, you have been talking about this for several times. This is running on our device. This is not relying on code. I want to kind of emphasize that again. This is not relying on, Zoom or Teams. We are doing this calculation locally on device.
And right, without it, the cloud, camera functions would pick up those cardboard cutouts still to this day. They would be considered, part of the meeting experience. So super unique and something, right, only D10 is bringing to the customers to help manage that scenario. So great job. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Back to you.
All right. I appreciate it. So great stuff, you guys. This is, like I said, this is deployed now. These are features that we can bring into your experience, and you've seen the audio, you've seen the video, and that's why we're saying every voice, every face, if it's real, it matters. And we're bringing it in there, right? It's the camera technology blended in with the depth sensing. It's the voice capture. It's the 3D processing. So, the clear speech is going to be really important when you are rolling out meeting summaries and transcriptions and translations. So that end result is only as good as the data that you're giving the cloud. So this is super important on what you can feed that Copilot and AI companion, what it sees, what it hears, is going to determine your summary, your follow-ups, and everything afterwards. So it's super important to get it right. and we feel like we are doing a lot to progress that situation for our customers. So exciting stuff there, Stitchu. Thanks again. To recap, right? Windows first, you guys. So new features. You're going to be able to manage it in a big stack like all your other PCs, whether it's in ZDM, whether it's in Pro Management Portal. Super easy to do firmware updates, Windows updates. Everything is going to be automatic. Our Orbit service can even help schedule those and keep you aligned across an entire fleet of devices. And then, things like Copilot, the companions, facilitators, they are going to work, hear, see the way they're supposed to because of the clarity up front. That room aware AI, so who's speaking, where are they, who's relevant, that's all automated. So if you remember, these are things that you had to do manually. Someone had to pick things and control them. And now we're able to automate that with AI and bring that into experience that you can roll out through every single room, because everyone is captured clearly. Voices are here, heard, they're loud, they're clear. And then that AI processing layer really enhances everything and gives you the best possible experience in your meeting stack. So what you saw today is the D7X AI, but that is just the beginning, because our complete AI boardroom system, our complete solution is also going to be rolling out and available. So you can have a complete end-to-end D10 room with AI on the edge, rolling out the D10 View Pro cameras. So if you haven't seen those, these are additional cameras that dock on the side of the board, extending it from one camera up to 4. And that's going to give you even more video clarity with less distortion, higher resolution. People in the back of the room are seen just as well as people at the front of the room. So that's super exciting. Our relay speakers. So this is distributed audio. So you don't have to worry about people towards the board getting a louder sound than people at the back of the room. You can pair these relay speakers, distribute it evenly across the room. And obviously that's going to help process the audio and give you an even better experience. And then our brand new Mate Gen 2. So it's our controller, it's our console for the table. It's super exciting. We're at 11.5 inches now with that touch controller. This one has a 6 mic array integrated right in the top. So if you are one of those customers who are religious about microphones on the table, or you want to extend that audio pickup in the room, those are built right in, processed with the audio from the board to give you perfectly balanced microphone and speaker sound with this complete solution. And then USB-C, you guys, right into the Mate at the table. So you don't have to extend if you want to share all the way up to the board. You can do it right at the table, and we send that USB-C right through the CAT cable back to the device. So really is an end-to-end closed single vendor system that you can manage and remote fix and do everything from our Orbit portal. So it really is a truly unique in the market system to help deploy all of those medium and critical size rooms for you. Orbit Pro one more time. So our extended hardware offer, it is our platform. It is an extremely powerful web device management platform where you can remote fix devices. We have a product called Mission Control, so you don't have to walk all the way into that room. We can help you diagnose, fix problems remotely, which is huge for our customer that are managing fleet devices. And then we have some really powerful features in there like zero touch deployment that will definitely help you save time, save resources just by how easy it is to deploy, unbox, set up, and manage our devices. So great stuff from Orbit Pro if you're interested in more about that. We are currently through our final certification phases. We are certified for Zoom rooms. So this is something that is available today, and we know a lot of our customers need flexibility. So keep in mind, the X in D7X is for multi-platform. So out of the box, you can select Zoom rooms, you can select Teams rooms, you can go into that environment and that platform that you need. and it will support both, at this time without worrying about changing hardware refreshes. It's something in addition to supporting direct guest join. If you need that interop situation and you need to join other meetings from the platform that you use. So really versatile device here, across, the UC stack, regardless of which one you're deploying. And then finally, it's one thing for me to show you here in a live demo. It's another thing to have the board in your own space. We definitely want to encourage you guys to take one for a spin. We have a really easy to use test drive program. We've partnered with Midwich. They're a global distributor, a great partner to D10. And you can scan that QR code, which will take you to a landing page where you're able to request a test drive in your own environment. So it's easier than ever to try this yourself, throw it in a room, throw it in your open space, turn some features on, and really see the difference between what touchscreen, what AI, what these things can do. For your tech stack. It's really going to elevate that experience and bring collaboration. There's so much to do when you move into, the D7X AI. So grab that QR code, grab the link, save it, fill it out. We'd love to hear from you. And that's just an easy way to get things started. So that wraps up the feature presentation. I will personally help get you guys set up with a rep, with a partner, with someone that's going to get a board in your hands. I am definitely available to assist. So there's another QR code there if you want to add me on LinkedIn. It's an easy way to sync where I can help set up the right team to really get your test drive kicked off. And make sure that is a successful event. So other than that, the official presentation is over. Sichi, thank you so much. Let's grab Q&A. You never know what is down there lurking. So let's go in and take a look. It looks like some of them, were already answered, but
we have a question from Donald Scott, and I will unmute Donald. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Donald. So I saw that captions and smart name tags, right, only on the display itself. So I did see Situ's name floating. So,
Sorry.
did you have something, Situ, to add?
Yes. I want to answer this question. So basically, what Zoom's approach is their whiteboard, their transcript, the AI companion information has to have a host in link to a person. So right now, when we do the demo over there, it's linked to the room. So when you exit the room, it will ask you, hey, do you want to claim the host and take those transcript from the meeting and send it to you. So there was always a process over there that you can do. So it will be available to you after the meeting.
That is probably the driving feature. It's not in real time, right? But those smart name tags show up in your summary. So it's no longer person A, person B, right? No more generic follow-ups and action items. It's going to assign who said what to that person, which is, part of us contributing to that cloud AI to make your follow-ups and your post-meeting, because we know they are just as critical. So Juan, thank you so much. This demo was amazing. I appreciate it. Thank you. And we will send you the recording. We are available to chat. And look, Juan, you should be my first guy taking a test drive on this. All right. Give me a holler. Other than that, not a lot of questions, Situ. I think you knocked it out of the park. I think that the technology speaks for itself. And, I think everyone should be definitely excited in just where meeting room hardware is going, and what D10's able to bring to their customer right away. So appreciate that. Heather, how are we looking? Anything else you'd like me to get to?
I think that is it. And our questions are answered. And I thank everybody for attending, and we will be sending out the recording shortly.
Yeah. Hope to hear from you guys. All right. Thanks again.
Have a good day.